Pete Williams has just arrived outside the courtroom from inside. Pete, what have you got?
Well, the judge has agreed to delay the start of this trial about 8 days. The trial was supposed, let's see now, it was actually
supposed to be Wednesday.
6 days.
Okay.
The trial was supposed to start Wednesday, the 25th. He has agreed to postpone the beginning to July 31st.
Okay.
The judge said that there were equities and reasons on both sides. You would call here, Ollie, what the defense lawyers were saying is that the prosecution, the government, Mueller's team had dumped 120,000 pages of new documents on them in just the last couple of weeks, many of them coming from the laptop computer and another electronic device that was owned by Richard Gates, who had been Paul Manafort's business partner and will be a key witness in this case. What the defense said could be the heart of the case, and they said they just haven't had time to go through all of this. Now, Mueller's prosecutors had said, look, a lot of this is Manafort business documents. You should be familiar with what they are. But nonetheless, the judge has agreed to delay the start of this trial until July 31st. Now, in terms of timing, the judge has never said yet how long he expects the trial to take. But the lawyers involved in the case have indicated they think it'll probably take about 3 weeks. So it's not going to start on Wednesday with jury selection. It'll be delayed until July 31st, Ollie.
All right. Anything other than the fact that obviously the defense would like to have more time to gather information? Is there anything meaningful about a delay from this Wednesday to next Tuesday?
No, and in fact, that's what it's based on. You know, what the judge here is worried is he wants to make sure that he's fair to both sides. He also doesn't want to make some trial ruling that would be grounds for an appeal. So he's being very cautious here. Remember, this trial has already been delayed twice. It was to start earlier this month. The judge on his own motion delayed it, apparently some family issue. And then because of another conflict with another hearing in the separate case in the District of Columbia, it was delayed another day. So this is, in essence, the third delay in the start of this trial. So I think there would have to be something extremely important to come up to delay it again. So it does look like the start date will be July 31st.
All right, Pete, thanks very much.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.